Welcome to another edition of Sonlight's Where Are They Now? Today we are talking with Rhonda and her daughter, Brooke. Hey ladies, thanks for joining me.
Hello.
So Rhonda, what made you choose Sonlight as the curriculum for Brooke's homeschool?
I was a public school teacher and I created a curriculum kind of similar to Sonlight and messed around with some other curriculums when I first started homeschooling, found Sonlight and went berserk because there it was, the living books, organized, well thought out, all the things. And I never looked back.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So Brooke, how about you tell us one or two of your favorite memories of having Sonlight as your homeschool curriculum?
Sure. Well, one time I remember being so wrapped up in reading one of my school books, I think it was Mara, Daughter of the Nile, that I just completely forgot who I was. I didn't recognize my name being called in the other room or being talked about. I didn't know who I was. And it was just such a wonderful transformation for me because I hadn't been a reader. And now I was, and I was just refreshed and restored by the beautiful full books that I was being exposed to.
Awesome. So Brooke, tell us a little bit about what you're doing now that you are graduated from your homeschool.
Yeah, so I went on to graduate with a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. I worked in the professional engineering world for 7 years. I was in a multinational setting. I worked with clients from all over the world. I really enjoyed it. The technical aspects were great, but my real value was in the relationships and trust that I built with my clients. But I always wanted to homeschool. And I was happy to trade my steel-toed boots and my calculator and my conference rooms for a baby when that happened. So now I'm using Sonlight to educate my own children. I have a second grader, a first grader, a preschooler, and a toddler. And sometimes I find science experiments in my clothes dryer. And sometimes my kids become obsessed with playing the ancient Egyptian game of Senet. That's how I find them. And sometimes I find my daughter off illustrating and writing a story for fun, which just blows my mind. But our days are always just full of reading and wonderful discussion, and Sonlight homeschooling is just a beautiful natural extension of our lives together. I love seeing my kids grow in their understanding of God and the world and their place in the world.
Wow, second generation Sonlighter, awesome. Thank you. So Mom, give us one final best takeaway of having used Sonlight with Brooke.
I would say amazing to witness her go from maybe a reluctant reader to someone who became an avid researcher, read nerd, to and enjoying just the beauty of books and the words. And finally, I'm just going to tack this on because I couldn't separate the two. Just the fact that because of the apologetics and the Bible part of Sonlight, I think it helped Brooke really determine on her own faith that she wanted to be a Christ follower and seeing examples of what life is like without God, and she chose God.
Awesome. Well, thank you, both of you ladies, for spending a little bit of time with me today.
Yep, that was fun. Thanks.